Muji Kistan, breath coach, joins us to help kickstart this session. How are you, sir?
Good morning. Very well. Except for the bit of the chill in the air.
Oh, there we go. I can't get that. I can't get that.
I'm trusting it's 2 days and it's away. And we're into springtime, warmer weather.
So spring officially only kicks off in the next day or two.
Well, hopefully this cold front leaves us in another day or two. But it's been warm the last few weeks, right?
Yeah, I guess so. That's the balance.
Yes.
I just need to get your... Did I get your name right?
Omji.
Omji.
Omji. Oh, okay. Now I got it. Okay, okay.
That's the linguistic sound of Om, which is a mantra that people use. Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you, Omji.
Absolute pleasure to be here. Bit of an early start, but good to be here.
So, Omji, we were speaking about breath work and perhaps its holistic benefits. But, I mean, what would you say are the different types of breathing techniques that are available for people out there?
Okay, so I've been on this journey for about 21 years.
Wow.
Did a meditation course back then, and breath work was one of the key anchoring techniques to improve stilling, quietening one's mind. And I've been practicing sometimes intermittently, and over the last year I've just got really stuck into it. So I teach mindfulness and breath work, and it's amazing how the two go together. And it's phenomenal in how, because breath's happening in the background all the time, right? Whether we're sleeping, whether we're just waking up, whether we're calming down just before we go to bed, whether we're needing to debrief from a challenging time of the day, breath work can be there to be used to uplift your energies, to quieten yourself, to de-stress. So it's quite vast in how 30 seconds of breath work can help you.
Wow, just 30 seconds?
Just 30 seconds. Okay, so the nervous system, the emotion, and breath work is pretty much interlinked, right? So a simple exercise like a sigh of relief can help one. Just 3 sighs and one feels quite different. So the nervous system can be quite fight or flight, buzzing, need to go, nervous, anxious, and that's it. So quite likely before people go on air, especially new people like me, just need to sigh to calm down, to become more grounded, settled.
So I'm actually wondering, there's different ways of breathing. You can breathe from your diaphragm.
Yes.
There's perhaps more shallow breathing that happens from your thorax and through your nose. So, I mean, what's the best way to breathe? And also opening your mouth and your tummy expands versus, there's so many techniques.
It does get complex. The simple rule of thumb is that the nostrils are meant to breathe through, not so much the mouth.
Okay.
Right? So it filters the air, it warms up the air, especially when it's colder temperature. So, and then it cleans the air, right? So we generally breathe in and out through the nostrils, but at times it's good to breathe out through the mouth. So there are specific techniques that can take us through the benefits of breathing in and out through just the nostrils, breathing in through the nostril, out through the mouth. I don't want to get too complex about it, but can I just offer two simple techniques, right?
Yes, that would be perfect.
With de-stress. So the first one is, like I said earlier, using a sigh. So let's all maybe just do this 3 times, right?
Okay.
So let's take a deeper breath in and maybe close the eyes, because then we internalize more. Deeper breath in.
Okay.
And out with an open mouth sigh. And 2 more. And for this last one, let's hold for 2 seconds before we breathe out. Deep breath in, hold it, and then just let go with a sigh. Now just observe, does that feel any different to you?
I feel like I've breathed. I think my breathing, you're just breathing unconsciously. I feel like I actually took in air and I released air. My chest also worked.
It's so important to do these type of things, because I'm thinking this could do so much for us, because just before they're counting us down to go live, we are like, I'm nervous, my palms are sweating, etc. And I don't know how to actually control it. I just end up making jokes or, just try and deal with these nerves a different way. But small things like breathing like that already makes me feel more calmer.
And laughing, there's another way. We have this nervous laugh, but we breathe out the nervousness.
Ah, I see.
We laugh it out. right?
So it
it's
is
another
some
way of
form
calming the nervous system.
of calming down.
Yeah.
What about people who suffer from mild anxiety? I know people who like just getting into the car knowing they're going to drive, and for instance, the CBD, Joburg CBD, for instance. Then they're like, I have to psych myself up and get into a zone because I'm so anxious when I have to get into my car and drive around the CBD area, for instance.
Right.
But it's funny you say that, because sometimes when you meditate or breathe, it actually feels like it's bringing up the anxiety more than releasing it. How does that work?
So sometimes that's what can happen. You might be not acknowledging that which is there, and it could bring it up to the fore before it shifts it away. And you were chatting about different areas that one breathes with. So when we shallow breathe, we're generally more nervous, we're generally more stressed, we're generally more anxious. And we're breathing from the smaller part and the higher part of the lungs, right? So up here it's really small, down here it's really big. And we can overcome anxiety and nervousness by breathing with the diaphragm. And so if we bring, it kind of, if you imagine a balloon and expanding the balloon, like filling up the balloon. Let's do 3 breaths like it. Can kind of feel your diaphragmatic area. That's it, nice work. And then just feel you filling from the lower bit at the beginning. And release the lower jaw, that's it. When we open the mouth, release tension around here. One more.
Because some people end up having
Yeah.
their jaws tightened up so
Clenched.
much and in angst.
And grinding their teeth.
Right.
So how do we get hold of a breathing coach? How do we get hold of you? Like,
Yeah, I think he needs to come
we
and
need you
show
here
us.
like every day when we're starting a show.
I agree with you. So my name is Omji Kistner, and I run a company called Prana Wellbeing, and Prana means life force, and it helps people come back to a state of well-being. So we specialize in employee wellness, wellness workshops to the public. In fact, I do a workshop called Breath Power Workshop. It's a Facebook event. It happens next Saturday. I do this once a month. It's a 4-hour workshop and a crash course in conscious breathing.
Wow.
My Facebook page is called Prana Wellbeing.
Prana
Yeah,
Wellbeing.
Prana Wellbeing. And yeah, one can get a hold of me through the Facebook page. I could give you a lot more details, but I just want to keep it really simple.
Cool.
Very few breath coaches in South Africa at the moment. It's still catching on, but it's fantastic how we can use something as simple and as available all the time. You know, you could do it any time of the day before you get on air, while you're actually on air. You know, if something's really just stressing you, you can just, you can let it out. Sometimes you can do something more dynamic and just like kind of punch it out.
Omji, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. Thank you for teaching us how to breathe.
Can I offer you one really other simple
Sure.
thing?
Quickly.
One of the reasons why people lack energy is because we've got too much carbon dioxide in the body. If you breathe in deeper, take in more oxygen, you flip that around and you become more vital, more present, more alert, and more in the zone.
Makes sense to us.
Rob's
Omji
mic.
Kisten helping us breathe deeper and tap into the added benefits. Thank you again for joining us, my brother.